Hello and welcome to the Freedom from the Night Tales of the Supernatural. Today we will be getting into and welcome. Hi everyone. Hi. Welcome. Um I'm your host Shantae Washington and this is my channel. Um Hope you enjoy today cuz today we are getting off into the spoiled children. Spoiled children, okay? We're getting off into spoiled children because we have them out here. We have them out here from small to big, okay? From infant to adult, okay? From infant to adult, and it covers all ages, okay? Even the elderly. We have them in all ages. There's a lot of spoiled children out here on the earth, okay? That is roaming around here in what we call pride of their flesh, in their flesh, but that's the build-up of flesh. And they are expecting other people to make their day. Okay? That's what I heard the Holy Spirit say. They're wanting other people to make their day. Okay? They can't do without it. It's a drug. Other people are their drugs. And some people go as far as not wanting to be outdone before other people. So they will outdo you or treat you a certain way in front of people. I think they call it the sociopath now. But that they call it all kind of names. Sociopath, narcissist, all that different stuff. But mostly that would be in the terms of a sociopath. But there are spoiled people, and spoiledness is in everybody. Okay, it's up to you to understand that a person doesn't make you be who you are. You are before you even go towards anyone. You are before you go to the person. Okay, that person don't make you. Even though they talking, even though you gossiping, murmuring, complaining to those people don't make you. So you still, even though they saying all this good stuff about you, that still doesn't add unto you. God said he adds unto you. God is the one that adds unto you. Okay. These other people, they just pride build you up. They pride build you up, okay? They don't add unto you anything. They don't add to you anything. They're just there, okay? And you step out before them, and they be in their positions waiting, okay? And they place themselves like that. People out in the world place themselves like that. You can't totally blame one person on one side because all people are are placing themselves like they're your God. And they will even go as far as spoiled children will go as far as bullying you just so you'll know, hey, you ain't paying me no attention. Why are you just all about you? Why? You supposed to be coming to me, attending me. So that's where bullying come from. Bullying comes from those people who put themselves in position so that you can come to them. That's how it's set on the earth. But heavenly places set you apart from these people, and it have you to yourself, by yourself, amongst these people. And when they see you like that, any touch of confidence like that, they don't like that. They don't like that. They like, you ain't speaking to me. You ain't talking to me. You don't you don't find me right here, standing right here before your face. Don't you know who I am? I'm your God. I'm your God. That's who they think they are. They think that they're your God. And they feel like you should be coming to us, telling us your business, telling us about your problem, telling us. Who are you? Introduce yourself. That's how it starts off with spoiled children. They ask you to introduce yourself like you would do on a job. It's like a job. Like this is a job. So we're gonna do this like this is a job. I want you to introduce yourself. Even if you don't even want to introduce yourself, you just want to gather around the crowd of people and do what you do. But they want you to introduce yourself to kind of get a feel of who you are. And I know a lot of businesses does that. Like they'll ask you to introduce yourself or tell us a little bit about you and stuff like that. That ain't none of their business for real. Although they put that pressure like you gotta introduce yourself, you don't gotta introduce yourself at all. You don't. Who I am is who I am. Who you are is who you are. Let's see if we click. You don't need to know all my information. That's my business. But in order for you to some people feel like you got to do that though. Like I don't got to do that. It's not something that I gotta do. I don't gotta introduce myself to you. I don't gotta tell you um I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, or St. Louis or Illinois, St. Louis, Illinois. I don't gotta tell you all that. That's you wanting to be in my business. It's like people just don't want to take the time out to really get to know each other. They want you to give all of your business to them, and they call that getting to know. That's not getting to know. That's not getting to know somebody. Telling them all your business, you asking all those questions as to what's going on with them. That's not getting to know somebody because I'm giving you it. That's not getting to know. I'm giving you stuff. I'm giving you me. Like where they do this at? And this is the way of communication now. Like I gotta give you me so you can know me. Mm-mm. No, let's just interact. Let's do what we gotta do. Be on a mission for God. Let's go. That's how I feel about it. We got business to take care of. We don't got to be business professional in that way where I'm giving you me. You ain't getting to know me. I'm giving you me. The difference. And sometimes I feel a little naked giving you me. No, stop asking all questions about me and let's see if we can coincide. Set the narrator, the narrative, the tone, and then we'll operate out of that. Okay? You sitting up here like, oh, I don't know that person, so I want to know what they all about. Not fair. Because I already told you who I am. So that means you didn't really get to know me. So what I'm basically saying is the people that business does this, all business does it. That means they don't even know you. Automatically, if I gotta tell you all my business and you asking me all these questions, that means you still don't know me. You still don't know me. And I gave you all of that information. Stuff that might not even be true. I just gave it to you. You just listened to it, but that's flesh for you, okay? Flesh thrives off of flesh. So, and I'm not saying nothing wrong. I'm just saying ain't nothing right. Oh my God. Anyway, so spoiled children, and that's just an example, okay? Spoiled children, an example of the truth. Me telling you about who I am is not you getting to know me because I basically gave everything of my flesh to you. That means you still don't know the me that I am. Okay, just get that out of that. Don't get the other stuff I said out of that. Get the fact that they still don't know who I am. I just gave you what my flesh does in the roaming of this world, but I didn't give you spiritually who I truly am. Okay, you didn't get to know me spiritually. You just got to know me flesh wise. Anyway, so again, back on, we on the topic, but we gonna keep it going. So spoiled children place themselves in front of you just so that you can go to them and be like they so important. They want to be so important to the point where you turn to them whenever you need to, following them. So you're following them. You're not discipling. You're not discipling people to Jesus at all. You're basically following up behind other people. And I think a lot of people get this all wrong too about the following stuff. I mean, come on. People think they know what they know about um copying off of other people, but you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. Everybody comes with a gift, and every gift is who that person is. Now the copiers or the people who follow up behind other people and do things is them. But those who pick and choose who they want to motivate them because they know that stuff that type of stuff is already inside of them. That's different. That's different type of stuff. That ain't them copying you. That's them knowing, wow, that's some stuff that God has gifted me with. Let me combine my gift together with my stuff as I'm looking on at that. And not everything is my stuff. Because I don't want to go off into stealing somebody else's stuff, right? So, but a person who present themselves spoiled children will want you to follow them. So you're basically copying off of them, only for them to turn around and say, "You copying off of me." But they love it though. They love it though because they get a chance to dog you out, to talk about you, to down you, and to make you look bad. So it's still in their interest because now they're still your gods. So people, spoiled children, place themselves as your God, from small infant to elderly, from child, from an actual physical child to an adult, man or woman. Spoiled children place themselves in front of you as your God, and they want you to look at them like, come to me. I'm who you need. You need to be speaking at me. Forget that. You know, they place themselves as being that. And I got to get this out because I want to tell you this, that this is what we dealing with when it comes to more and more bullying coming into play. And then we got the bullies that are bullies saying that they trying to get rid of bullying. No, you're not. No, you're not. How the bullies gonna say that we trying to get rid of bullies and you're the bullies yourselves? No, you can't. You're not trying to get rid of bullying. What you're trying to do is place something on a child that's not being like every other child as a bully so that they can get beat down because of the laws being passed that's against God. hmm The laws being passed it's going to get wrote down on a sheet of paper, the laws. And you got to follow those laws so you won't be in the wavelength of bullying. And that's not good. When all you need to do is just stop it. And I'm not saying it's that simple, but I am saying that that's what needs to be done. Like, just stop it. Making it a law only makes it worse for the person who's really not truly bullying someone. But they being bold. See, that places that person as a bold individual to stop being bold, stop being outspoken and telling them what you're not going to take. See, it always backfire when they place a law in the world, on the earth, like that. When they place a law like that, all the other people can get away with stuff. All other people gonna get away with stuff. But the person who boldly speaks up, you're gonna be the one that's gonna be looked at because you're by yourself. They can't really get on the other people because they walking together. You the one that's separated. See, this only places more tragedy against the person who really not bullying, but is speaking up boldly. It's the difference between being bold and being a bully. Okay, it's a difference. Difference. So again, spoiled children are nothing but gods, because God said, "You spoil a child, you spare the rod," and the rod is God. God was the rod. Remember Moses? He put out the stick. That was God. That was all God. That was not Moses. Even though Moses did it, that was none of him. None of him. It was all of God. God was that rod. Without God, Moses would not have been able to do that. Okay? Turn a stick to a stick, then to a snake, then turn the snake back into a stick. He would not have been able to do any of that if it wasn't for God. The rod was God. God was the rod. Okay? So, anyway, just know that if you spoil the child, you're going to spare the rod. You're spoiling the child, and they are becoming the gods without God. Get it? So they're becoming gods without God, because you're spoiling the child, sparing the rod. God, you're sparing God. You're sparing God, meaning that it's a thin line right there. What the world say, it's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line right there. We 1 minute from walking in love and bouncing right on into hate. You one thin line between bouncing from love to hate. It's not that far. It's like this close. Sparing the rod, spoiling the child, if you're doing it. Because that makes the people, young and old, be your God, standing before you. So so the evil is in the spoiling the child. And spoiling the child don't have nothing to do with giving them stuff. But you're not, even though it speaks in the Bible how you're not supposed to give uh you know how you're not supposed to be giving a wise person gifts and stuff like that, physical gifts and stuff, because you'll ruin their wise, you'll ruin their wisdom. And I mean, that's true, because you give them stuff like they grow up like, oh, I'm all that. They got that. You give them clothes, designer shoes, designer everything. You know, you gifting them so much, now they think they on top of the world. Now we got this whole thing called popular group, and the non-popular group, right? That's where that came into contact at content at, because people think that's what it's all about. Placing themselves as your God, because we done spoiled the child. We thin lined it, like we spoiled them. We didn't give them God. We spoiled them, and spoiled them ain't got nothing to do with clothes and stuff like that. You only spoiling them more. And that's just the top surface of it, the physical surface. but the underneath is that they don't have God. It's all pure darkness, all evil. That's wickedness coming from them. They're evil and they operate in wickedness. And that's what they do. So, all right, so that's what I wanted to say today. And I wanted to let you know that um spare if it's spoiling the children, it has nothing to do with the materialistic things of it, but spoiling the children has a lot to do with them turning into God because they don't know God. Okay. And then them leading our nation, our world like that in pure evil, not knowing who God ever really truly was. Because nobody gave that to them. They only gave them the world, so therefore they feel or they assume the position like they're the gods upon this earth. They make the rules. And especially with the governing that we have now over the earth, they want to outdo the government that's over this earth. Come on now. Let's stop. Which is why God said you are like your father, the devil. You want to do what the governor, the government does on the earth. You want to follow up behind them. You want to follow. You don't want to disciple them. You want to follow them. That's where you got a problem at. So stay tuned for more. This is Shantae, your host, and I'm out.